broke. He can't afford to take care of his child. So he's mad when guys be mad when you got a boyfriend that can afford to take care of their child. So it's jealousy.
It is.
That's what it is. Because if you could afford it, you would do for your child. You can't afford it. You can't do nothing for your child. You can't fly your kids to Disney. You can't buy your kids this or pay for their birthday because you don't have it.
And now you're mad.
So then you're mad because the guy have it. And you're like, don't have that nigga run my child. Yo, this nigga take care of your child.
Instead of just being like, damn, that's bro.
All the time it isn't because he can't afford to take care of the child. Sometimes it could be the demands that you're placing on him and what you want him to do, what you call taking care of your child.
Welcome to the pressure cooker.
Yeah, it's nothing. That ain't nothing but a bunch of flexing, man. I mean, that'd be all the same if, I don't know, you with a woman and y'all break up and she marry a dude that's rich. I mean, I'm not gonna be jealous if he can fly my kid all around that. I'm not gonna be jealous at all because he could do whatever he want to do. He can fly the kid wherever he want to fly. Me and that child got a spiritual bond that ain't gonna never be broken, especially if you in that kid's life where you go around the kid, all that materialistic stuff. It only goes so far, but the kid gonna want to know who they are, what why they think the way they think, why they get their attitude, who you are as a person. You're gonna want to know that from your original parent, from your biological parent, so and she can very well be right because it is dudes that they start acting stupid when another guy come around, start doing a little bit more, and a lot of that too is he still feels some kind of way about her, but man, you shouldn't be jealous at all. I ain't finna be jealous because he can do more for my child than I can. That don't stop me from doing for my child. That'd be just like if a guy can take you to a 5-star restaurant, but I can't afford to take you nowhere but to Outback Roadhouse. I ain't finna be jealous of him.
But I mean, it all depends on what you're requiring when you say taking care of your child. I mean, sometimes a child don't even know flying them to Disney World. That's something you want to do.
Exactly.
So we project a lot of that on the children, that the children need these, but a lot of things, these are things that we just want for our kids. Doesn't mean that's a necessity. So the father may be in a position to provide the necessities of life and can't provide the luxuries of life. So there's a difference. Can I provide the day-to-day food, water, shelter, school clothes? Or are you talking about taking trips, flying, PS5s, all this elaborate stuff that you may want for your kids, Jordans and certain things like that? I might could buy them some tennis shoes, but I can't afford to buy them some Jordan. So a lot of times it ain't about the man can't take care of the child. It could be the man can't take care of the child to your standards. Even the situation that between the two of y'all, the man may not could live up to the standards that you require of the man. So a lot of times today, I don't always follow those women or listen to those women when they start to talk about the man couldn't take care of his child. There's a difference. Some men say, okay, this is what my child needs. They need my time. They need this. They need that. They need this. But all that stuff that you talking about, these big old parties, inviting all the characters and all that stuff, that is not a necessity to take care of a child.
You know what? Remember the guy that raised the young lady all them years, and then when it was time for her to be walked down the aisle, she reached back and got her biological father.
That's right.
So I that ain't nothing. I don't care if he a billionaire. That ain't gonna make me think nothing of it. You can take all the trips in the world. You still come from a certain place, and that's me. So all that stuff ain't gonna even matter.
So sometimes just providing the basic necessities that a child need is what some men can do. And technically by law, that's what you're supposed to do. Now, when it comes to all those luxuries that you say you want for your child, then if you got to get somebody else, your man gonna provide him, let him provide him. But that doesn't make me less of a man because I can't provide those things. It ain't necessary.
Man, because you know what, would never look at another man that would be better than my father.
Mm-hmm.
I just wouldn't. I don't care how successful he is,
Mm-hmm.
because my dad abided by certain life rules,
Mm-hmm.
how he treated people,
Mm-hmm.
his standards.
Mm-hmm.
He would never go. Now, I'm not gonna say he was a perfect guy,
Mm-hmm.
because not by all means, none of us are. But to me, he did a lot of things that I saw him do right,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And a lot of people respected him because mainly he kept his word and he wasn't out in the streets,
Mm-hmm.
Doing things he wasn't supposed to do while he was married to my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So that right there, I don't care how successful you are. That's just man. Anybody can, like, success come in many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
You can strike all. You can win the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
You can work yourself from the bottom to the top. Many ways. That doesn't change that doesn't make you as a person. And you talking about having a man that is financially successful come into your kid's life and think that, he's better than the father. Now, if he's a deadbeat, he probably is going to be better. He's going to be better than the father at that point. That doesn't mean the man can't redeem himself and start changing life around, start want to be in the kid life and do, what he's supposed to do. But,
But also as a man, I don't think that you should be dictating, I don't want somebody around my child. That seems a little bit more personal about the woman.
Yeah,
that's when it starts. That's when you start to act more like, ain't, like, like you're not worth anything, because that shouldn't be an issue. That should be seen as a bonus. Don't let it be a reflection of your manhood or your ego, because he can do things that you financially can't do. And start with that. I don't like when they do that.
And another thing, you have to be careful with that, because she simply is talking about he can't afford it. He can afford it. He just might not want to do it. He might say, "No, I'm not finna let you cut." Listen, a parent can always say, "Well, I'm gonna let the boys go to the Grand Canyon. I'm gonna let the boys go to Disney World." And you be like, "Well, they don't need to go to Disney World. They just came back from such and such. They don't need this kind of pair of shoes. I just bought them this." You can always start doing that kind of stuff and think that, well, he don't want to do it because he can't afford it. He don't want to do it because he got this kind of job. You don't know what that man got in his bank account.
Yeah, it becomes a pissing contest between the two men because you make it that way. But what I don't think the father should ever start saying is, I don't want that person around my child, if that person hasn't did anything to make him think that person is there to cause harm.
Bro, you ain't gonna have no say in that.
So
you wasting your time.
That's more about the woman.
Yeah, that's more about the woman.
The child, and you need to get over your feelings.
Exactly, cause it ain't nothing you gonna be. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I mean, what you gonna do? Go over there and beat the guy up, or try to beat the guy up?
Yeah, and accept that.
Man, you wasting your time. You becoming a bad example.
So when he's talking that kind of stuff and there's no visible proof that that child is being harmed by that man, that's about the woman. Yeah. That ain't got nothing to do with the child. Exactly. I don't want him around you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's some bull jive, man. Don't be that kind of guy.
Please don't.
Kevin and Caprice.